You know na nautala noa. To kua na taimi koe na whenga aho koe na whiri ai. Ke prove ke laiseni e si I Tonga. Na ale kainga lo tua nofo pehe lalo o wawa o whihanga ke atu ki he whare alea. Pana nau hiwa he fo hiwa koe ni. Okay? Na fo hiwa ku pehe. Monu ka koha monu neto. Ne ka pitonga ai lani. Ne to tusi I kainga o pehe. Sapa o papi o fale. O kuoku uta pahe toka pe o ifua lini holau kali na kukumi he himi ko foi hiwa pene taha
aso saya Mataele
na ni hanga aso saya Mataele na ne ai mai ai sai e kamata rewa e polo kalama o peheni e polo kalama I gonna talk first about me then my mom then I go to my grandpa. Okay, I'll talk about myself first. Te tala noa pe o kau ki au. Kokuhingoa ko Mosese lomu Mataele. Na whaere iau I fo ui a hoa wha o a kosi ta ahiwa nime nima. Na whakahingoa au e so saia Mataele e he tau kui uluaki ko tui o pulotu langi tu o te au. That's my first name. Tui o pulotu langi tu o te au. Okay. Na koe tala no aini e ku whae. Aho koe na whaere ia iau. Na tālau. I don't know how to explain it, but you ladies know what is that. Na tālau ia, pia puke lahi, o lere ki ia ki whare mahaki. Pe hanga rewa he ki whire motu a ko mere manoa, ai ko whae ia a kaiwai.
Kaiwai.
Iyo, o pusiaki iau. Na aloave ave ko a ani ki whare mahaki, na e ai na mea maaria ko tu whewhina Inoke na enesi ko whatawhe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Na ne, ko fuafua kawi he fuafua pinki, aia ko nes pinki I vaiola he ne tu kei tu inu ko alofa. Taimi ko na na tokoto ai, na tolo ange haki I motua. Ko ki motua ko Mosese lomo. Mo ene ki haka, ai e kui whakatonga ko veifua. Mo ene ki haka ko ene ki moa na tunu mo ne fu ofi, o oange ma ani, pa ne kore ange ki a ani, ke whakamoui si ono hingoa. He na ko ki motua ko ni na kai ke mari, na kai ke hane whanau. Ke uia, pena uhinga na riri wai o kai to uia ko tu I o pulotu langi tu o te au, kai uia iau ko Mosese lomu Mataele. Ko Mosese lomu, o kusi isi ia, I he kui a ani aia ko tamai a lavi. Me kolo motua. Aia ko ki motua na I kai mari, pe ke hane whanau. Pena whaka ofa ia ia ani, pantalange ka Inoke, ka ko uhi ko ofa koa Inoke ia lavi, na alua Inoke, o tohi hoku hingoa he pure anga, ko Mosese lomu Mataele. Ai ko kau lomu ni ko me kolo motua. Sai. Na kutupu hake pei, na kutupu hake pei matahau. Na nofu pei whaei matahau, o tupu hake ai. Ko tuunga whakaako, na kuhuke mito skulu a nuku. I'm going to middle school in Nuku. And after that, na aike huki lia hona, and my stepfather don't want to pay for it, for my school. In that time, it's only $50 for a whole year, plus your uniform and your shoe. My stepfather don't want to pay for it. So I didn't go to school, and Inoke find out what happened to me, and Inoke took me and go to his middle school first time to open the middle school in Havelo. That's altogether, there's 3 years in a day I stay in the same class. But also for only 1 year. And my stepfather don't want to pay, then I stay home. I'm not school anymore. Kono hingai whakaofa I tuunga whakako, kuhu kiria hona, na tapeta, pau no forever ki api. Na kuhua ngā whakawhai whekau, he tahiwa fitu wha I November. Tahiwa fitu wha. Na osi mai ngā whekau, I December tahiwa fitu ono, pau hau ki Amerikani, he tahiwa fitu hiwa. Ko kalano aia, o whekau aki moau. Heke huka heke. Te kalano lewa whekau aki mo whae. Ko whae ko ani ti lose Mataele. Mahino peka ki mautolu ko ni tangata I ki alawi. A Inoke tangata fuape. Ko ene whae ko lavinia a maka lomu Mataele. Ne ngawe ake Inoke fu e hingoa e ua hene last name mi. Na ne tohi, na ne whakamooni ko he tohi tawa ani ko Inoke. Let me, I try to remember. Ko Inoke tangata fuape. Na ne tohi he tohi tau ko a Inoke a ani ko Inoke tangata fuape. Na ne saine he tohi tau ko a Lu Isa a Olivia ko Inoke I ka purei vai. There's a two middle name in whakaanga I Inoke. So, na no whake tupu hake ani, na ni whaatala noa peo hangahi mea, like what Luisa and Seppi and Line Oti talk about it. Eh? Kana tupu hake ko tala noa, te whai penga tala noa, what my mom talked about me before she get married. Na ne tupu hake pay for ui, na ne tā noa le lei au pito mo manatu me rie ke nau nofo I a lolo mo me I taim na whaalua Inoke o ngā whewhekau. She talk about that. Nei kai ke ilo au ko hae tu unga whakaako ko e whae, maha nai ngata pehe CPS a kolowai.
Yeah.
Ia. Nei taimi tahe nau tupu hake he nau kei whine mui, nā ha mea maaria te utano ke ngai mea te kei tāno ke kakai koe, mea fo. Na whaahanga he ka mātu ai fo ui, o a ko I ke nau tolu ke nau fuhureta. He nau kei whine mui, so nobody ever talk about it. They used to do. Na I ka ui ai, ono wha o mai e ke ako. Na I, sometime na I o latu nai whine mātu, and I'll talk to my mom later. And remember when my mom beat them up when they fighting fuhureta. So there's something that I know e kumami o kau kia I kau ke ne tupu hake. Nā ha mea nai hoko na tala noa mai he mantui pa nau hiki mai koi ki matahau. Na tala noa ai he whanau a kona I for something my mom did. This is what happened. Aho e taha na tala noa mai whanau a kona I. Na te ino in matahau he apsiasi upai ngai whakatari. Ai vai, but na wo kau ai. Whakatari. Na hau hakau tangata. I wish I can explain this in English so everybody can understand, but I'm sorry. Na hau hani I ko kumi whai kawa. But I know he whine man whanau a kona I, he nau kei whine mui. They come and lift up their hair and try to choose which one can come and save their kawa. And go the first girls and they look at it, no, and when they coming to my mom, you know, this is belong before she got married. When they did that to her, my mom turned around and punched that guy in the mouth and falling down in the water. So something happened to my mom. My mom punched him in the face and falling in the water and everybody laughed. And my mom tell him, don't ever do that to us. So, naha utalanoa na ni whai. o kau ki hono whanga me heki tanga he ek whae. She was talk about vikatahi. My mom talk about vikatahi. Vikatahi do a lot of koloa whakatonga, like everybody was talking about here. And vikatahi took her to help her when they went to Ha'apai, so she can watch the koloa when they do the katoanga. And vikatahi teach her how to count the koloa whakatonga and all of that. Okay. Hono me hiki tanga I taha ani na mao ki ai na kumaheni mo ia. Koe whae koe ni wow, na mao mai ki mawhao mai ki nuku. Ki tuwhewhine koe no soni mo I try just talk looking to you guys, don't look at my paper. Mao mai ki nuku. Ma whaau mai ki ai, o talano ai ki a sela ik whae he taimi nai tupu hake ai. Koe nai maari a sela ke he kau mea nai poto he tao maa, tao mea ke he. And how nice that lady, ene hingahi mea na ane whai ke tokoni ki he o ke ni mafoaki mo open ki hono whanga tuka ane mo whanau mo whamiri Mataele. Na ne talano alewa na whaalo he keisi ina umana tu ia ma whaao ke whae ko asala. Nei ke mo uipe whae asala ko ki fulai. Si moko. Open mai ke sio mai atu. Na ma whaao ke apo si moko. Koe kumana tu e apo si moko na nofo ofi mai ki mala e kola. The time ko tope na mawai ke apo si moko, she always wanna give us something to take it home. Whatever, food or something. Si moko always wanna give us something he mau ki au ewa ki ai. Ko si moko na ke mo uia si moko pa na ku ilo pa maheni pea mo ia. Tuku ke he pea mere Mataele, na esi mahino he taha kotoa. Koe time kotoa pe hao mere Mataele ki marketi o sio ke he kumami. First thing my mom do to give her what she want. Ka ikai, ko kaila a mere Mataele te pa I ho mata mo alu la mahi mea ke. Ko to kita impe warfare Inoke si mere Mataele so nice to my mom. Ka si ai ne nga fe a mere Mataele kana ne respect hono fanga to ngane. So ko ngai tala no au pito a ek fa ki hono whaka me heki tanga na ne ilo mo maheni mo nau tolu for what they did to their brothers. Kana ko whakau kaua he mea lahi koe ni. Wai lolo hea, pick vikatahi to be the oldest in all her daughters. Because vikatahi is so nice to her and all her brothers. Atau si ai, ke whaatala no lele au pito ek whae kia lolo hea pia mo vikatahi. How much they nice each other. You guys know vikatahi. It's not Lolohea's daughter, but Lolohea treat her to be like her own daughter. Because vikatahi is so nice to Lolohea. And she loved all Lolohea's kids and all her brothers. That's what my mom talked about vikatahi. I never saw vikatahi. Maybe none of you guys. Maybe only Carlo and Teresa saw him, but the rest of us, I don't know. So, koe talando e nai whai he ku whae ki hono family. Koe te talano ke whatongia o ani koe he siasi. Okay. Na e si I ke fua whatongia a ani in a ward. My mom always have a whatongia at the stage. At the youth. O au ki he ne lahe ne fua whatongia I he fine ofa. My mom always teach the fine ofa at he hifo from start from Ha'akame Liahona all the way to Ha'atafu. How to sing the song and Tonga note. You know, tolufa ni mano. My mom really know how to sing that. And my mom teach them. And a lot of ladies, later we talk to them and ask me, who's your mom? And I say, my mom is Auntie Lose. And say, We remember that. When the times your mom teach us how to sing, ihe nota whakatonga. My mom really know how to do that. When I whatongi aia e whae, nai whupoto pia tau kei au pito, ihe steki. Neongo koe ki whine motu anai CPS a pe e ne ako, ka ko hono na tūlam hono tare niti, na ne poto ai. Okay. Koe ngai whatongia, ihe maunofa whakawoti, something not happening anymore. But before, when somebody stand up in the front of sacrament meeting and talk, they have to pick somebody to read the scriptures from the Mehekainga Lotu. Not anymore. You guys maybe never saw that, but they did that. Konai, one of her grandfather, always called, where's Antilos? It's over here. Read to me what's up there, what verse. So they did that. My mom did that to all the people in Matahau when they talk, because my mom read really good and good voice to read it. So that's how my mom did it in our ward in Matahau. So a lot of people asked my mom to do that. So the other side, when my mom talked about when they moved to Matahau from Fo'ui, none of them married yet. When they work in their farm in Matahau, Inoke teach them everybody work, make her own. Inoke takitaha aipe ene ngowe. They not work together. That's how their dad teach them. Everybody make their own ngowe. Whatever you want to do, manioke or kumala or ufi, whatever. Everybody. And Luisa always serious, and Luisa always have the good one. That's how, and now no for Matahau. Okay. Now everybody married. Okay. Losaline married to Tekiu. Sepiuta married to Fo'ui. Alisi married to Fahefa. Olivia married to Uiha, to Tatafuna, and they stay in Matahau. Luisa married to Uliti, to Ha'ano, to Ulitiwata, but they live in Inoke Alofa. And Annie stay married in Matahau and stay in Matahau. My mom was allocated to the older sisters, and she was the mother for all her sisters. This is what he did. Everybody in their sisters have a baby. My mom moved over there for a month to 2 months and take care of her sisters and their kids' baby. She did all the washing, cleaning, cook, and everything. You know the old style? After lady have a baby, she stay in the house for a whole month, almost 2 months, without do nothing. My mom did all that for all her sisters. My mom took me with her all the time. I didn't go to school because she wanna go help her sisters. From everybody, from Line to Sepi to Alizi to Luisa to Via. How many kids they have? My mom did that all the time. That's why my mom was not healthy. She's 2 or 4 a lot in the, there's no cold water. Nani ngahi vai momoko. Wake up in the morning, take care of their baby, make the food, wash all the diaper, wash all the napikeni, no diaper, every day and everything. That's what my mom was for all her sisters. That my mom, that Malolo Ikfae, only 53 years old. She was looked like a 90 years old lady. But she only 53 years old. Nafaele Ikfae, she was born in 1933 and she died in 1986. She's only 33. Some of you guys more older than 53. You still look nice, you're still young. My mom looked so old. And she never complained, but one of the thing I look at it, because she was what she did for all her sisters. Do all the 4 by hand, nothing with a machine, and do all the cooking in the morning every night. So how much my mom take care of all her sisters. And my mom passed away in 1986, only 83. Okay, I'm talking a bit about something. Some of our family helped my mom. Only a few things I'm talking about it. Okay, when we live in Mataele, we have a little store. My mom always go to Hameti and ask him to help him and Louisa. But Hameti, other than his sisters, she went and asked Hameti to give him a sipi, full sip, the whole lamb or whatever you call it. And in that time, my mom paid full sipi, ani. So we didn't have a ice or freezer ketukwai. Na hanga e Hameti o kiwi mai e fu, how you call it atu? You know those big one wood around oku icon hange ko pia or whatever. The one like that. Yeah. Yeah. It's about 5 feet, 4 feet high. That big. Hameti gave one of them to my mom. And show her how to save this, to keep this for, because no ice or freezer ke whaoi. Na ne whakamāsima ani o whao he fu mea koe ni, and stay there for a long time to whakatau ki he kakai. Every time we come, when the people, a lot of people over there want, when me and my mom come up in a ve'etolu, always Hameti yell, who is inside? Give that lady ve'etolu to one sipi right now. And everybody look, why that lady? Because they don't know my mom, but they don't know. You know, that's how Hameti always helped my mom. Okay. One thing helping for my mom. When I was in a mission, my mom was sick and she was in the hospital. Maybe this for Tuilatai to come around when she was in the hospital. Tuilatai didn't know my mom is in the hospital. He was coming for something else. And he saw my mom. And when he walked inside and talked to my mom and asked my mom, what's going on? What happened? The nurse was over there and she told Tuilatai, so, sorry my English if it's broken, but I think you can understand a little bit from that. The nurse told Tuilatai, your sisters, that this lady needs some blood. And Tuilatai say, Io, o fia mau toto a fine eki koe ni, but tangene si Io, and Tuilatai say, si, mana tui he tau whakatonga, na pehanga Tuilatai ko hoku tua fine eni. Okay, na tanglewa e Tuilatai ke Ani. Ani, stay here, I'll go, and I'm going, and I'll be back. And Tuilatai went and picked 6 soldiers. I call sotia e toko ono, 6 soldiers, and bring them to the hospital and check and see who can have a blood is matched with my mom. And all these 6 of them, none of them. And Tuilatai told the nurse, you check me now. And the nurse told Tuilatai, no, we can't do that. And the Tuilatai say, why? And the nurse say, remember, it's only 6 months you took the blood for himself. It's too close to do it again. And Tuilatai told him, it doesn't matter what's going to happen, I want to do it. And they checked Tuilatai, he have the same blood with my mom, good for my mom, and the Tuilatai told the nurse, you have to do it. The nurse keep telling him, no, just 6 months ago you took the blood from you, it's too close. You have at least a year or more than that before you do it again. And Tuilatai say, no, you have to do it. I want to help my sister. So there's a help. My mom said she was crying and Tuilatai was crying for how much they love each other. want to help each other. And I say, Tulatai, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. And Tulatai say, no, you have to do this. And Tulatai and Joe did it and helped my mom, and my mom was survived. So there's a kind of help from outside, from Inoke's kids to my mom. Another thing I remember, Tesa. Okay, every time we have a hula hula aloha in Hihifo, my mom don't have a mumu. We always come to Tesa to ki Riahona, and my mom asks Tesa, Tesa, I need a mumu for the hula hula aloha. I don't have one. But Tesa say, okay, I'll bring it over. In a few days, ke falai te ke hula hula ko ya. And Tesa always give a mumu. And the first time I hear that mumu, they call it a pepe mumu. You know, when you lift up your hand, it's go like that and like that. That's a pepe mumu. My mom love it. You know, my mom is short and little. The mumu pepe fit nicely on my mom. When the hula hula and all the ladies in Matahawak, Ani, where you get it from? And he means, I get it from my sister. And they think about Luisa. And my mom say, no, it's from Tesa. They say, which one? Tesa. And everybody know Tesa in Liahona, Mary for Paula Vea. And everybody here for know her. And I say, oh, how are you related to her? And my mom say, oh, Kohoku Tokoua. Her father is older than my father. Oh, okay. It's a close family. About it, Tesa did about 2-3 times. Every time my mom needed a new mumu, she went to Tesa, and Tesa gave her a pepe mumu if my mom liked it. And that's my first time. So I'm talking about the help from around our family to my mom. Okay. The first week I went to my mission, my stepfather, so Francis, my sister's dad, was passed away. And they let me come back to Matahau from Homa. When I come back to the funeral, the first thing coming, I saw Hameti. If you have to remember, Hameti have a big car, is a station working. Yeah. Hameti came over and called everybody to come and unload. It was full of bread, suka, siamu, pata, and cocoa. And after during to unload that, then I saw a Sio Tulatai coming with your mom. Nan how a Sio Tulatai it's the same thing they did. And unload everything. And all the Matahau people know Hameti and know Sio, how they are in Tonga, and they surprised my mom related to them, and they coming with everything for the apple. And Matahau eat and still have a lot. And they come with everything for the putu. So there's a kind of help from our family to my mom. Wiping Ahitokon for the other people, but what they did, so that's what I'm talking. If you have something you want to ask about my mom, say it. If I can answer it, but that's how is my mom. How ki Americani na whanau ko na Inoke. My Inoke's kid Luisa was here first. She bring Laukau, and Laukau bring her mom and dad, bring Seppi and them, bring Alice and Via, and left us in Tonga for a long time. Me and my mom and my sister. First, the first one came to America in 1979. Everybody been over here in America already. My grandpa begging for Luisa to bring me. And one time, my mom told me, she gonna ask to somebody in New Zealand to bring me to New Zealand, so maybe she can help me. Kapau na ikai ke o mai au, na ku alo ki New Zealand, maybe I still in New Zealand. But lucky bring me over here and bring my family over here. This I'm talking about my mom. Anybody wanna talk anything talk about my mom? You can say. If not, I'll go back to I'm going to my grandpa. Okay, let me talk about my grandpa. When I grow up, Inoke always moved to Nuku'alofa. He's not in Mataele anymore. Inoke was living in Nuku'alofa already when I grew up. Hi, Pauline. Yeah, my grandpa moved to Nuku'alofa already. My grandpa lived, at Tahi Kolukalu. You guys, maybe you know about Ofa Kupu and them, you know, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, Tahimate.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. My grandpa lived by Tahimate is in a Fale Tonga. In that area now they call it Fanga. But before, nobody lived over there. It's all wow and all that. So that's where my grandpa first living over there. And every day I know my grandpa wake up in the morning and going with a big tini and fato'o and fakolukalu. That's how his life was. I know when I grow up what he do to take care of his family. When fato'o, the little basket of to'o, I'm the one who went and sell it around. And the kofu kolukalu. All the girls, you guys know what's going on when all the girls, but I'm not. When I push the little cart, all the basket of to'o and the kofu kolukalu was over there. I sell it for only 20 cents for one little basket, 20 cents. And the kofu kolukalu was only 20 cents. I selling, sometimes I make only $2, sometimes 2 paanga, sometimes 3 paanga, but sometimes less than that. It depends. Now, take around in Kolomotua, kapau not finished, come around in Fasi, and come around to Mailetaha, where my grandpa living at. So that's how I start to know when I helping my grandpa. So yeah, I'm not shy, but there's my grandpa going in the morning about 5-6 hours at the ocean, staying there, and fato'o and fuakolukalu and more and all that. And after that, na ito move Inoke mei to Kolomotua by the hospital. I don't know whose house is that, but a big old father na maru nofai. So and tufui na haka keke. Start mak Inoke tonko et fuakolukalu ka alo whakamaketi. Na Hameti help him a lot at the marketi. Fatau ene keke, the watermelon. First time people saw that, Inoke buy the watermelon and cut it in a piece and sell it. And sell it for less money, people eat it. So everything Inoke buy that. Sometimes some people coming to the market, they want to sell it fast and go. And Inoke say, okay, if they want it for 40 cents, Inoke, I'll buy it for 30 cents and I'll buy all of it. So in that way, when Inoke buy a lot, Inoke pick one for Italo or manioke, one from each basket and put it aside, and sell it the same, sometimes same price. But he get one piece from each basket. That's how we live and how my grandpa business to do and helping us. And Fatau Keke. Okay. For next time, Inoke move, they move back to Mailetaha, ke Apio Hameti. Luisa was living Fasi, they have a store over there, and they move back to their house in Mailetaha. They bring their house, the store, to Hameti's place, and Inoke live over there. But na mau no forever I mai de taha, e ape o Hameti, ko ki whare Luisa mo uriti. A lot of us live in that little house. Inoke and Tufui na mohenga, the other side on me sleep by Inoke and Tufui. The little living room, Inoke and Tufui adopt 2 girls. It's in Tufui's granddaughter, Lavi and Lo. Lavi, Lo, Diana, Susie was sleeping in the little living room. And the other end of the little house, Lolohea Lahi was sleeping over there on the bed. See how many people at that little store sleep over there. There's no room. There's all one room, but we are still young. We still live with Lolohea over there. The little store at Mount Nofoi. What happened when I live over there? Inoke took me to the school. It's called Tailulu. Before just Tonga have a high school called Tailulu. They have a little school like the CPS. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Apiako Inlani, Ilotokolo. Inland High School from the other side, Ilotokolo, before they moved to Nofo Asasi Inlani, and the little big building from the other side is about 5 minutes from Talamahu to that school. So Inoke took me to that school because in the morning when Tufui bake the cake and have a saliate classes around and sell the cake, every morning I have to push her cart from Maidetaha to the Talamahu market. And Inoke stay there and sell his stuff, and I walk over there to that little school, to Shastonga little school. I go school over there, and after school, I come back to the market and push back our cart to Mailetaha every single day. Except Saturday, I didn't go to school. That's how much I was close and worked together with my grandpa. I tell you guys, this is the first time I say this one. My grandpa treat me different from everybody of his grandkids. He treat me like his own son. I don't want to say that and I feel bad for how much my grandpa loved me, because I am the only one was help and work together with my grandpa a lot. That's why my grandpa loved me so much. And I help him every day and push his cart. And something Inoke do different. I want to talk to you something different, Inoke. Somebody them talk about it. Okay. When we have our shirt, our pocket is always on our left-hand side, right? Our pocket. That's where my grandpa keep his money. He always put it in his left pocket. He don't put it, he said, no. He always put his money right here, all the time. Every time he went his money from market or whatever he do, he always put his money. And I asked him, why you put the money over there? And he said, the money is our life. Money can buy anything. Here is my heart. Every time I touch my money, I touch my heart. That's the reason why my grandpa told me. You never put the money anything else. He never have a wallet or put a pencil on his pocket of his pen. He always put it on his left hand pocket and all the money. One thing my grandpa teach me, and I was so scared about it every time because we coming from market, it's kind of dark at night. And I worry about the Kona people. No, my grandpa have some money. They come and ask for money. And it happened one time. When we come back, past our fitu, the halatao for our church, our 7 days advanced church, when we pass over there, some people drink at the other side. they get drunk. And somebody close on the street and asked my grandpa, Inoke, mga haki itola, can you give us some money to help us get buy them? And Inoke say, sorry, I don't have money. My grandpa say, sorry, I don't have money. He saw my grandpa, he have some money on his left side. So he coming from the right side and tried to touch the left side of my grandpa. You know what he did? He hold his hand, push it down, and get the other hand and push it down and grab him in the middle of his body and lift it up. And I can see how strong is my grandpa. My grandpa lift up that guy and hold it. And up to a point, he checked he can't breathe anymore. Finally, he can breathe anymore. And I think, and I yell at Inoke, 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 because he can't breathe anymore. See how strong is my grandpa. But he was old. And lift it up, and he got back, and Inoke throw it down. And all their friends look at him, he can't move. And one of the guy called to the neighbor, to the guy, his name is Sione Farepapalangi. I don't know, you know, he was over there, and come with his car and take that guy to the hospital. So that's how strong is my grandpa is. Then we went home. Then we went home with my grandpa. And that's what my grandpa told me. Anytime you see a corner, somebody try to come and try push me to him. Hey, I'm not gonna do that. Hell, heck no. I'm so scared because so young can push my grandpa to his old man to. But I saw what he did for that corner, and I yell at Inoke, 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 he gonna die. Then Inoke drop him down, and he not move anymore. Then all his friends saw him, then run off. And one guy tried to do something, and one of the guy over there know Inoke and say, don't ever touch Inoke. Don't ever touch Inoke. Take him, his fault. So then we went home with Inoke to my house, to our house. That's how strong is my grandpa. I still want to talk my grandpa. My grandpa, he don't want to late to any meeting. It doesn't matter what. He don't want, because up to Akohiva, my grandpa don't want to late to Akohiva. Any meeting. Don't forget, we're walking from Mailetaha to Latai. We coach it. That's a long way to walk there. But Inoke don't want to late for anything. All the time, Inoke, I'm the one can walk with Inoke and go at night. And before, if we Inoke want to go, before our food is ready to eat, and Inoke say, what do you want to eat? Inoke, my grandpa, Inoke know what I like. I like it for ima and a kapa and a hinale money. If you want to eat bread and a hinale money, I say, yeah. Can we go now? Yeah. And we have to go. Inoke buy me for ima or ice cream. He always treat me. So he won't late to the meeting. That's how my grandpa don't want to late. And it doesn't matter what. Anything. My grandpa don't want to late to anything of that. That's how my grandpa is. Second, one thing. Every time at home, my grandpa want me to read a scripture for him. He always want me. And how it is. Mosese, what do we have around? Bible, Book of Mormon, Doctrine, Covenant, whatever. When I get it, I say, okay, bring it. Okay, open it. He don't tell me what book or what chapter or whatever. When I open it, what is that? Oh, Nephi, what chapter? 9. Can you read us for me 2 or 3 chapters? Okay. You know, I still want to go play, but he want me to read it. So what I do, I read. First, up to about 10 verses, then I skip. When I skip a few more, and my grandpa say, no. The verse is like, he always know when I skip, because I want to finish so I can go play. But he say, my grandpa always know, and sometimes I think Inoke can know the whole book of Bible. It doesn't matter. Old Testimony, whatever. When I skip, my grandpa always know when I skip. Because I always skip, I want to go play. You know, I'm still young. So sometimes I think my grandpa know the whole thing. Any book of all the Bible, Doctrine, Covenant, and all that, the Book of Mormon. That's how I sometimes I have to, when I read it, I have to run away. So and bring Tiana or Susie to read it for him. So that's how my grandpa read it. Okay. That every time when I push the card from Maketi to Mailetaha or at night, my grandpa always want me to say something and talk. So can hear me because he follow me because he can't see nice. He can't see. Okay, I have to talk so he can follow me where I am. I push the card. Inoke follow me from the back. And that's the time Inoke talked a lot about his life and all when he was in the mission. When Inoke was talking about it. There is a lot of things Inoke talked about to me, but you know, I'm still young. That's all I did was listening. If right now I can write it down, but that's all I did, just listening. Okay, there's something Lynn and Louisa never talk about it. Inoke say he have a mission for 17 years. Every time altogether enough for 17 years. Nani fokotu'u, or what do you call it? I kis kolo, evalu, ihapai, movava. You know, fill up a little word or a little branch in 8 different areas in Hapai and Mava'o. Every time he go back to his mission, because every time they want him to come back, but it depends what the mission president want him to be. So, ko me ayan na ihoko, ko e whakamuui mahaki mo e mate na whai Inoke pia mo e au kai o kai fo imaniake. Luis and them already talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Okay, ko e ngā whai whika Inoke. Te tala noa hono tale niti o Inoke. Ko e umea ko ni ko kai to ai na to he pepa ko kai. I have talked about for everything I remember about my grandpa. Ko tale niti o Inoke na tupu hake. Oni ta piano I know. But my mom and Inoke told me, Inoke know how to play the guitar, violin, pensio, and piano, and he may how whatever you call that, he did it a lot. He know how to do it. But when he getting old, piano pe na aneke ta piano. Oh no, my talent here. There's a good talent. My grandpa really have it. But don't forget, Inoke go to school only CPS of Kolowai and that's it. But he was a smart. What I know, my grandpa was so smart. It did something, or like somebody went to school, high school or whatever. Koyako Inoke only Kolowai CPS and that's it. Kohono tale niti hiwa. He helped. He talked to me. Some of the music of Mataele at the Tongan hymn, he helped his grandpa, his dad, and make some of that music. And one time he talked to me, you know, Carlo, if you remember the Tongan hymn, it's a little one. It's so little like this.
Yeah.
Tongan, yeah. But it was no nota on that one.
Yeah.
One time they asked everybody to come to Liahona for a meeting. They tried to put a nota for ke whakanota uhimi koini. So my grandpa told me, I don't know why, somebody said something about him and they brought him to Liahona. And Wahai Tonga, you know, those people, they go out of the country and go school for that music and all that. They brought him to Liahona and they talk about it. Who can do that? Finally, nobody said something, and Wahai Tonga stand up and ask, Inoke, I know he can go to school, but do you think he can help us? And Inoke was get mad because it looked like he looked down to him. He didn't go to school. This is what Inoke did. Inoke asked them, if somebody can get up with a shoka to the blackboard, and a blacky boy, and say, yeah, stand over there. Somebody here can pick me for hiva kakala. This is what my grandpa told me. Anybody here can pick it for hiva kakala. Inoke told me for hiva kakala. Yeah, what for? Stand over there. Inoke whakanota for, for solo te noa laulalo or whatever. That for hiva kakala, nobody ever did. My grandpa did it. That's how smart is my grandpa about the song, the music. And everybody surprised. My grandpa did it. This is kind of story, nobody hear about it, but my grandpa told me. That's how smart my grandpa did it. Nani whawe uhiwa koe ni. Koe ngai hiwa hek whangawae, ngai whao e nau tamai, ngai hiwa whakalotu kotoa pe. But you know what? Nai ngai hiwa kakala nai whao e Inoke. Nai ngai hiwa kakala nai whao Inoke. Okay. Sorry, say something if I talk too much or too long. Or I'll be okay. It's okay? I still talk?
You're great. You're great. I love all the stories.
Okay. First time I hear na hiwa kakala na whawe Inoke, when in my mission in 1974, I was in Ewa. I was in Ewa and went with my companion and knocked at the door for some people to teach. And one family opened the door for me and my companion. When we get in, this is how, before you touch the people, you have to introduce yourself. You heard the whakahoko. And my companion is Elta Tafisi from shop or whatever. Yeah, and after that, in my turn, and I say, ko fia he whainga Māori, I am so happy. Whainga Māori ko ma'o, my name is Elta Mataele. There was an old lady sitting over there, then he stopped us and he say, whakamore, ka ki ta ofi ka uwhekio, e ka tu ki whehu I koni. And she asked me, are you Mataele from Nuku Alofa? And I say, oh, I am Mataele from Fro'ui, but they came and live in Nuku Alofa. That's all they know about Mataele from Nuku Alofa. They don't know, because they don't know they are from Fro'ui. And I said, yes. And she asked me, do you know some guy, his name is Inoke? He was blind. And I say, and I say, yes, that's my grandpa. You know what? The lead lady start crying. And I say, what happened? They live in Ewa, but they are from Niua. They just moved from Niua to Ewa. And she say, can I say a little story about your grandpa? Because she's just crying, and I say, okay, please, can you do it? And he say, one time in Niua, Queen Charlotte's mom, a part of from Niua. And Queen Charlotte asked to Niua for all to have a 5 laka-laka, okay, to bring it to Tonga. And this is what this lady talked about. When they bring it, and they talk about all people in the whole Niua, because only from the whole island of Niua, they have 1 laka-laka. To make, make the music and fuss and all that. And everybody make it. When they coming, start to sing it, nobody like it. And one guy standing and say, do you know when every time I walk by the little Mormon church, I hear somebody singing so good from inside. And I talk to somebody and they say, he's a missionary from Tonga. And I know somebody say, Mataele uhiva, uhiva Mataele. They come and ask my Inoke. The people come and ask Inoke, can you fa'u ta hiva for talaka-laka? Can you do that? And my grandpa say, yes, I'll do it. you know, like whatever she say, Inoke make the song and whakawhase. When they ready and he called a couple to come and help him to hiwa'i the song, the music. And after that, when they all Niwa get together, all the whole Niwa get together and listen for the Mormon missionary, he have a fussy to hiwa'i. And they want to sit, everybody talk about and listen what kind, all the foul, whatever he gonna do, because he's a missionary. This song is not for the missionary, it's all for Matanga, whatever. And Inoke want to come in, and the other couple come and sit by him. And when Inoke start sing that song, with his voice, everybody shut their mouth and start crying. This is what this lady, he's not a member, but he tell me, do you know when your grandfather first time he come sit down for all the newer people and start singing that song, everybody quiet and some people start crying for hear his voice and how good is the music he did. This Heavenly Father help my grandfather. He died that. I talked to some people over here, old people, about that. And some of them, one of a member from, I forgot their last name, say about this. When the new at that time, only little people was a member. Hardly for somebody to open the door for the missionary. When Inoke did that, a lot of people opened their door. Some of them become members. And he say, this guy say, you know, when I took my grandpa, my dad, and my mom and my grandpa talk about that music, they start crying. And I say, why? Why? And he said to me, I telling you the truth, what they told me. When Inoke was sing that music, he's like he's calling to heaven, he's praying to Heavenly Father. His voice, he's only his voice. That's why people open the door for the missionary. A lot of them, some they become a member, some they never have a member, but they open the door because of Inoke's music. That's the first music I tell you. Second music, let me look for it. The second music na fawe Inoke, ko hiwa alu isa kia uriti. I don't know, Lavi ever hear this music or anybody, but let me look if I can find it. Well.
Hi, Mosese.
Go ahead. I'm gonna read for you guys. Only one verse I remember. There is only three one I know. So, I wish I can say this in English, but I'll say it in Tonga. Okay? Ko hiwa alu isa kia uriti. Ko hiwa na pehe. Alua sinilau te si fuahia. Can you guys understand? Alua sinilau te si fuahia. Lo mekina he peau lusa aithiefia. Moana eku manatu te tau le vaia. He kosi eku ofani ko tuha moe pekia. So, I don't know how to say it. Lavi, you can hear me? I'll read it again. Alua sinilau te si fuahia. Lo mekina he peau lusa aithiefia. Moana eku manatu te tau le vaia. Ko si eku ofani hoa moe pekia. Okay. When we was in LA, Kawasi called my grandpa. Grandpa, uncle, can you make a music for me and some of my friends? And my grandpa say, okay, I'll do it. Okay. When Inoke make, he don't make it to Kawasi's friend. He was make it to Fafangu. Fishing Fafangu. Na fawe Inoke fase hiwa kwenia ka fisi Fafangu ki uiha. Okay. Listen carefully. I read na hanga Inoke na tata pe hono wa he says, close his eyes and tell me what to write down. And I'm the one who was writing down. But I don't know how to sing it, but I remember all the words. Sometimes you can hear a music and it's so good about the voice, but don't think about the words of the music. But I want you to think about this. I wish Uncle can hear me right now and listen to this music. And I'll try to explain her meaning. In the Tonga, when they make the music, they hide it. They don't tell you straight. They don't say, I love you. There is some other way how to tell you I love you. But this is how Inoke make this. Okay. Ko ne fasi ai ko fa weni ko a Inoke ko hiwa akawasi kia ka fisi fafangu na ne pehe. Pehe ange mai ke ufaka huai a fai ka kai o ka tonga e matangi. Huni o tatafa mo si ono langa kari ke uka hoa mai o ka malu e fiafi. So, I want to explain what the meaning. In Uiha, there is a place, it's called Faikakai. It's a piece of ocean. When the wind coming from the south, it's so hard for you to go through that piece. Before, there's no boat have an engine. They have a la, and they go by the wind. But when you go straight to Uiha by that one, you can't go straight. You have to go that way, and they call it Whakahua. It's hard. And he said meaning, Kawashi meaning, I wish I can do a hard way again to coming to you. And they call it a kakala, ke to ka hoa mai o ka malu e fiafi. Okay. The second verse na ne tahu e pehe. Te talanoa mo hoku loto, o fe te talanoa mo hoku loto, o fe paki mo e ku ofa manako. Hei lala ia ko afe kaiso, lata anga ia mo he kono. I wish I can explain in English how meaning this fa'u. I read it again. Te talanoa mo hoku loto, o fe paki mo e ku ofa manako. Hei lala ia ko afe kaiso, lata anga ia mo he kono. Ino mo he kono, that's from fo'ui. That's mean about Kawasi. That's ngai fa'u ia a Inoke. I talk about how much talent my grandpa had, how to create a music and fa'u and all like that. And there is a lot of them. You guys know some and all that. My grandfather, he was so smart, but he's only CPS high school. CPS apiako CPS ape lautohi pureanga. How much is my... Sorry about maybe I talk too much about my grandpa, but I talk about something, none of them was talk about my grandpa, how he was. Now, Inoke hai foi hiwa, let me look for it. I'm talk about it. Am I looking for it?
You're doing great, Mosese. This is wonderful family history.
If I talk too much, let me know.
No, it's perfect.
No, you're not. Keep talking.
It's wonderful.
Okay. The last thing I want to talk about it, Inoke. In 2 more weeks from now, we have a Mother's Day. Okay? Maybe 1 or 2 more weeks, few more weeks, we have a Mother's Day. I have nothing to give you guys, all my mothers. Some of you, my cousin is a mother. Some of you, my aunts is a mother. But my grandpa make a music for his first wife. And the music is up, it's like from his children to their mom when was passed away. Ko hiwa ko ni na whauia e Inoke, ko hiwa e nau whanau ki alu, e ne whanau ki a lawi ko ne si malolo. Ko hiwa sa pate whaen. I want to read it for you guys. I can't sing, but I want you to hear the words of this music, and I can explain a little bit about it. This is the first verse of it, okay? I want to do this because in few more weeks, we have a Mother's Day. Okay. The first verse was saying, Isa ko langa noa si eku manatu mo eku ofa. Ki si fa e si ofofonga o ku whaka ofa ngai e maka koloa. See, he's talking about when the children remember their mother. For what he pintan is more important. What he pinto is more beautiful than the coal and the silver and all the money. So how important? That's the first meaning of this verse. First verse about his children, their mother already passed away. Isa ko langa noa si eku manatu mo si eku ofa. Ki si ifa e si ofafonga whaka ofa ngeia he maka koloa. Okay, I go to the second verse. Ofa hatu ki si eku fa e te ke ngalo nai a whe. A ho o tō o ngā mo ho o ngā we o ku mālohi a ngeia he mate. Ofa hatu ki si eku fa e. I love you, my mom. I never take ngalo nai a whe. I never forget you. Ki ho'o tō o ngā mo ho o ngā we, for everything you've been done, o ku mālohi a ngai I he mate, is more power than death, than die. See how meaningful this verse. Third verse, verse 100. Toki aho mamahi e, that's a bad day. Ko si ataha I kai si ane whae. When we toki aho mamahi e, si ataha I kai ha ane whae. Toki mahu inga he ene more, ka kua holai a whia maari e. You know, it's a Mother's Day. I always feel bad I lost my mom. When I remember my mom. But she been in a better place. That's what this meaning of this verse. Toki aho mamahi e, si ataha I kai ha ane whae. Toki mahu inga I ho mole, ka kua holai a whia maari e. It's a bad day for me when I remember my mom. It's more important for me right now. I wish you be here, but he's in better place for right now. That's the meaning of it. And the last verse, I want you to listen carefully for this one. The last verse on it, wha'u koe na Inoke koe tawina ne pehe. Uruaki o tua ai whae, ka kato I he ukuna kotoa pe. Whaunga o na tula ke laka hake I he sino mo lau maari. Listen again. Uruaki o tua ai whae, it means the mother is the first God to our life of the baby. Uruaki o tua ai whae, you know, when the mother born the little baby, the baby know nothing. Only the mother. That's why this verse, Uruaki o tua ai whae, the mother is the first God to the little baby. Uruaki o tua ai whae, I don't know how, atu can you say that, ka kato ai kuna kotope. For all the best, the mother, o ku ka kato ai kuna pe. Whaunga o na tula ke laka hake. I don't know how to say that. I explain this in English. You can win everything, help you for everything in this world. Ihesino pia moe lau maari for your life and the spirit life. That's how important to my dad, my grandpa to make this song. How important of the mother. I know I am on my aunt. Some of you my cousin. Some of you my niece. You are mother right now. This is a little thing I say to you guys about the Mother's Day. It's coming maybe in 2 weeks. We have the Mother's Day. How important you guys for me and our family, especially me. I grew up with other dad. I saw my dad after my mission. I went and looked for him. Saw him the first time when I was 22 years old. Everything in my life, my mom and my grandpa. That's why they are so important for me. And why I think about this music and when everything about for my life is all Mataele family. It's only Tonga. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. I don't know how to say it, how important the Mataele family to my life. To my life. You know, I don't have a brother. I was have only one sister. She passed away. My mom passed away. She was 53 years old. My sister passed away. She only 47 years old. Now I don't have a brother or sister. And we call it in Tongan, Ulutefua. But I tell you guys something, honest. I living over here in Utah. All my first cousins, all my cousins over here, they treat me like their own brother. Tangi, Carlo, Linda, Kessa and them, they treat me like their own brother. Every time when we meet, they give me a hug and say love to me because they love me so much. That's why I feel so good when I live in Salt Lake City. Atu and Philo, it's exactly the same thing. When they see me, they are so happy, they smile to me. I always welcome to their lives. That's how, I'm sorry about this. I'm not feel like Otefua anymore because of my cousin. Every time I hear they have something to do, I went over there. Sometimes I don't have something to give. Sometimes I have some. I always call and help and do anything. That's how I live in Salt Lake. All my cousins, mostly all my cousins, they treat me, they love me, they help me like their own brothers. This is what happened. When my wife passed away, the Kawaka family, a lot of them over here. But all my cousins, now two heafi and two altar cook for my wife, for me. Now all the family of Kawaka talk about it. And one of the my wife's brother living in Hawaii and call me and they say, you know what? I want to say thank you for all your Mataele family. Because all my brother and sister call me and tell me, only Mataele family step to Heafi, make all the cook for a few 2 days. That's how me and all my cousins over here help each other. When during the putu, and some people come to me, Mosese, what? There is some guy, he just come and drop the food and stuff in front of the house and he left. Second day, Mosese said, what? There's the same guy, he come and drop the food and stuff in the front and he left. He said nothing. And I find out that's Tupo Niwa. Let me talk to you about me and Tupo Niwa. Me and Tupo Niwa so close. Everything happened at Niwa's house. I went over there and helped him. I don't have money. I know Niwa have money. But I just give my hand and help anytime. And Niwa always want to help me. Me and Niwa is like very close, like a brother. That's how my mom teach me. You know, you don't have a brother, you don't have a sister, go help the family so they can help you because you are Ulutefua. So, sorry, o ko fia kore whakamore atu, kapagua halea, ya whakamatala, I too had somebody feeling. I'm so sorry. This is all the best I can do. This is all the best I can do to explain my life, my mom's life, and my grandpa, everything I know about my grandpa. Before I finish my talking, I want to explain to you one thing my grandpa teach me every time I push the cart. My grandpa never tell me, don't smoke, don't drink, don't do that, be strong and all that. My grandpa never teach me or say anything about it. But one thing he teach me, be honest. Come our family, he get mad, they get mad, they can yell, but nobody ever asks somebody in my family, they owe him something. Because they honest. That's how my grandpa teach me. Honest first, pay all your tithing. Pay all your tithing and take care of that. Second, don't go ask something to somebody. Everybody is your brother, your cousin, your friend, your neighbor, whatever, can trust you. I don't know why my grandpa teach me so bad about that. All the time, be honest. And let me read you a little scripture my grandpa teach me when I was 10 years old or younger, and I still remember about till now. About 50 years ago, I still can remember that verse. Let me read it for you. I've been looking, I don't know, from the Bible or Book of Mormon or doctrine or whatever, but this verse is little. But my grandpa teach me, I'll do it in Tongan. Maybe somebody can help me to be in English. I wish Niwa can come up and help me to explain this. This verse was this, like this. Listen. Pea oku ikai mohamea e toi whakahutupu ho hautaha ki he otua, ka koia oku ikai ke ne whakamoonii oku kaumai hono tau kupu ke mea kotoa pe. Listen again. I wish I can say this in English, or Tupo can help me. Oku ikai mohamea e toi whakatupu ho hautaha ki he otua, ka koia oku ikai ke ne whakamoonii oku kaumai a hono tau kupu i he mea kotoa pe. My grandpa never teach me how to learn how, teftu itu e tahawa, all that. No. This is the verse my grandpa teach me when I so young until he died, and I still remember that for more than 50 years. If you think about it a little bit, how important is that? How important this verse? One thing, I still okay? I can still talk, Luisa?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll bring it up at this verse. When I was singing this song, Emma, what is the song verse?
My dad's gonna try to get on so he can translate that thing for you.
Yeah, anybody can say something. You can say something. Nobody ever say something. I always talk.
I can
Hi,
ask a
Emma.
question.
Yeah. What
Say
question?
Hi,
I can hear.
hi,
Okay.
hi, Emma.
Go ahead, Ina, ask your question. Okay. Mo, all my life when I was growing up in Tonga, I always hear two people in Latai who plays the piano, which is Mataele and your grandpa Inoke. And everybody always tells me how gifted your grandpa is. Nai kui, but he can play anything. And I always wish I grew up getting like Inoke. But I'm always wondering, now how did he learn how to play the piano like that? That he was so good.
Just by listening. Fehi's like that. Fehi's the same way. What they do is just listen, but now all over, or they teach themselves just by listening to the tune. O pehe Fehi.
Yeah.
gifted.
I-
He was gifted. Gifted.
I think it was a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what my grandpa told me. Now they learn how to play the piano by listening.
Yeah.
He never learned it from the book or somebody. I don't
My
know.
brother Faye is the same way. If I know back Hamea, but now never
Emma.
teach themselves.
What
I
verse
know
is
that, but I mean, I'm just
asking.
asking because for the people who really knows him, what did he say?
Hi. That's what it is.
Okay, any more question before I say
Grandma.
something? The last verse.
We love you, Grandma.
All right.
Maybe I know.
Is there anyone else in your family that's as musical as your grandpa? Like any of his grandkids or kids taken after him?
Olivia,
Unga. Unga. Grandkids.
Olivia, o kulawa pe Olivia o tohe no tiko e mea.
That's
La
right.
hene uhiwa hene ukanga e via o tohe pe everybody o nau pe mea. And Olivia said, my dad used to do that. Ko hiwa pe atahe o la pe Olivia ia tohe solo o lo to. So he just write the note by just singing. Olivia do that.
You know, the Tongan note is called by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We can hear you, Mom.
4, 5,
Oh, we can?
4, 2, but that's what they use
But
in
how
Tonga.
to, okay.
I have the thing.
Get,
I click on it.
Mosese, what was the question you had for my dad? Sorry, they just got on
Oh,
to translate for the thing.
forgot it. Talk too much and I forgot it. About
Scriptures.
Yeah, I wish somebody can hear
But
you.
there's
Folofola ne tarate inoke mo. Te whakalea mai. Te whakalea mai ves folofola ne tate inoke.
Yeah. Niwa, can you say it in English? So I can't say it in English.
go
Let
ahead.
me read it for you. Heko mauloto pe.
But he knows the scripture, the verses.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can. But for I tell you, 50 years from now, I still remember it. I never forget that verse. Only thing my grandpa did told me. That's how it's. That's how he said it. Pea oko I kai mohamea e toi whakatuku hou hau taha ki he otua, ka koia o ku kai ke ne whakamoonii o ku kau mai hono tau kupu I he mea kotoa pe. So,
Say it again.
huh?
Mosese, say it again.
Say it again.
Yes.
Pea oku I kai mohamea e toi whakatupu hou hau taha ki he otua, ka koia o ku I kai ke ne whakamoonii o ku kau mai hono tau kupu I he mea kotoa pe. So,
Offense God if unless his hand is in it or something.
There's nothing that offends God more.
yeah, for people, they don't believe the God help us for everything. So maybe something like that.
People that are ungrateful people, unappreciative people. I
Yeah.
think.
So sorry Atu, if I talk too much or say something, hurt somebody's feeling. This is the best I do. I'll talk about myself, my mom, and my grandpa. I'm so sorry. I love you guys all, and I wish you guys will have a happy Mother's Day because it's gonna be in few weeks.
Ask question.
Hold on, let me take off my.
Okay, I
So
want to make a comment. Kung matu iko Inoke ko ni parang iko Inoke ki api.
See.
When Grandpa Inoke to the house, he probably hear something about my dad did something. He'll come and then he will curse my dad. Tau kaya moha. Not once did I see my dad say anything back to Inoke. Laupa Inoke moha me tala ne vale mo ne ha. O si pe ko ya Long kagele o si pende ita pe aus pa Inoke. Kuna te hanga sa pa
It's a family soon.
They lay ya
The
had
whole family.
Ye time
never did.
ye time go na no foi Santa Ana. When we live in Santa Ana, Inoke always come and we Hameti always come and see Inoke and always play with mau. Pa mohe mau pe ino Hameti he apartment ko sepi. But every time when Hameti and play and Sepi plan to go to Las Vegas, Hameti always come and play and ask Inoke to have some money, and Inoke say, "What do you want? I want a 300 or 400 or 500." When he asks the money for Hameti, and Inoke say, "Yes, I do," and Inoke keep the money, and in that time, I never hear Inoke ask him what for or why. That's all Inoke asks to Hameti, how much you need. If Inoke have 300, Inoke give all of it. If for 400, he give all of it to Hameti. And he never asks him to pay back. Never, never, never. That's, I look, that's the first time get closer to Hameti when always come to Inoke and see him and talk and play with Mao and all that and laugh sometimes. They sing together and all that. But Inoke, when Seppi and Hameti plan to go to Las Vegas to play casino, always ask Inoke, Inoke, you have some money? Inoke say, yeah, what do you want? I say, can you have 500? Inoke say, I have only 400. Okay, can I have it? Inoke say yes. And Inoke went inside the apartment and I hear Tufu yell, it's happened. What's that for? And say nothing. And Inoke say, give it to me. And I get it. And he come outside and give it to Hameti. Never ask what for, why, or what. Never say nothing. And Hameti get it. And they go in and Seppi come out and they left. And they go. That's how those two I saw it and I know it and how they are. Inoke never ask or Hameti say, I'll come and pay. He never say, I'll pay you back. But never Hameti never asked to pay back. Inoke never asked to waste their money. No. Never asked why you want the money or say why you go spend or whatever. Inoke know why he need money because he know how Hameti is. But that's how these two brothers are. So that's between Inoke and Hameti.
Mosese.
Yes.
For scripture ka to tele mga fuaka ba ni mahiva vese wata.
Okay, I will read it. Yeah. Let me explain to you. Maybe I talk too much. A little story about myself, about this verse. Okay. Mahalo pe manatu ieni e pasten e Mario maatu a pasten wa Ivaka. Pasten wa Ivaka called me. Is a sermon is a committee activity ko I stay. I was work over there for almost 8 years. Okay. Sorry about not to talk about it. I lift me up, but this verse helped me a lot when I always remember. When every time they have an activity, they tell me what they want, what kind of food they make, what kind, all that, from for whole year. The way how it is, I have to go buy the stuff and keep the receipt. And when it's done, I keep the receipt to the stake and they pay me back. Let me tell you, all the programs from January to December, for 80 years, they always ask me, where's the receipt? I always tell them, I forgot it. I don't have it. I'll bring it back later. They never pay me a penny. I never asked a penny for it. For that almost 80 years, I've been a chairman committee when Vaivaka is still a president. I never did it because sorry not to go lava me or say something. What happened to me when I remember that verse maybe Atu can talk to her husband. but I never asked a penny to pay me. I did all the spend. Now, guys, sometimes I honest with people, Lord know it. Sometimes my family, we namaukai sai mini pe. Ka lava ke fai hok fatongia. Now, one of my friends called me working silent. I don't say nothing about it, but you know, I should say to us is our family, my cousin, my sisters, my brother, my mom, my aunt. You know, only I don't say this to nobody else. But this was helping to me. For 8 years, every activity I take it, I cook, I buy, I never ask a penny for it. So I know so that's how the little thing I did. Wow.
Let them talk.
My wife told me
so much.
I talk too much.
Nope, you did great.
Fine, Mo.
Sorry.
We like the stories.
Hi, Mosese.
Hi, Lynette.
Mo, I love your stories. Don't stop. Keep going.
Oh, I talk too much.
No, you have very,
No,
very,
you're
very
not.
good stories. I love it.
Oh, sorry.
Love it, brother. It's really, really good.
Hey, I
Thank
see
you.
Shamway on Zoom. Hi, Shamway.
Yeah, I saw Samway.
First
Samway say
time.
something.
Love you, Shamway.
Unmute your thing.
Hi, Lavi.
I saw him.
Lavi, great. I
Golf
love
out.
seeing
Raised your
you.
hand earlier. Golf, did you have
You
a
look
question
so
earlier?
beautiful,
How are you
Lavi. I
all
love it.
doing?
Unmute Samuel Kekere.
Hi, Shamway.
Somebody had to connect to the audio, Uncle.
Hi,
Paul-
Vivian.
Connect to the audio.
Paulina, one day I'll
Vivian.
come to New Zealand. I want to come meet you.
And Mosese.
You
Yes.
do
know
that,
who-
Mosese.
Mosese?
Kasi ay
No.
aga Mosese ginusila ganito ay ki Alvakaya Pauline. Ala ta Mosese how mo magaganda ki Alvakaya Pauline.
Hey, be quiet.
Paulo, tú, ¿eh? O tiene que
know.
Korisaya ang following.
I'll come in. Next time when the border is open, I'll come in over there and I'll come see you, Pauline.
Oh, you do
We
that.
ate dinner at Paulina's house. It was so beautiful.
Hi,
Hello,
Alai.
Pauline.
Hello, I love you guys all. Thank you
Love
very
you,
much,
Alai.
Uncle. Love
Thank
you.
you.
And thank you very much, Uncle Mo, for all the great information and the blessings. I'm just sitting here just so grateful and texting on the side with Luisa Tupea. And I'm just grateful for all this great information. So thank you very much, Uncle Mo. Love you all.
Thank
Is
you.
this Alai?
Yeah, it's a lie.
That's Alai. That sounds like Alai.
Mosese,
Yeah.
do you know who is like Grandpa at Famogopuna? Is Uli Tiga Monsoni.
Yeah.
He taught himself how to play by ear.
Go Weppy.
Really good.
Wepi statareni.
One thing I could remember, nobody named your kids to my grandpa.
No,
Olivia's
grandchild.
son, he passed away. Olivia's son.
Hey, Inoke,
Olivia's
tangata
son.
fuape na itesi.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know.
And my
Yeah.
sister Mele, son name after that.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Henry Tangata Fuape.
Yeah,
Ah,
one of my son is named Inoke Tangata Fuape.
yeah.
So
Grandpa
I know. I keep telling him, don't put down the name of my grandpa.
It's okay. I'm okay.
So,
Oh,
Of course.
go go big hokotaga Inoke.
Oha.
Oh, alotu. Ilo ito ilo.
O tinggal kata lela hilabi.
No,
Hey, Mo.
Mosese, yeah.
Hey, Mo. Mo, I
Yeah.
have a question. I have a
Yes.
question. So, Mo, ilo leleho Rakmali and Fifine Offide. We love her so much. God rest her. But we want to know a little bit more about your new wife. She's so beautiful, and I met her just a few times, but I want you to share a little bit about your new wife. She's just so beautiful and so loving. The first few times I've met her. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
She's
Okay.
from Ha'ano.
I want to know how much you know about me.
You know, we in our program, we always talk about us. Nobody talk about their husband or their wife or all like that. But first time somebody want to know about my wife.
Because
My
she's
wife
new to
is
the family.
Koko Mali is a very close relative to Atu and to Atu's mom.
Oh.
She's from Ha'ano.
Oh, then she's related to my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
She told me. She told me about that side, but she's her mom. Her mom from Ha'ano, really Ha'ano.
But she related to me, Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what my
Ew.
wife asked me. You say something about Ha'ano. Maybe there is some way how she related to you.
Oh, yeah, my first cousin, Mo Atu. Pau big
Oh.
Mo family.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Hi, Emma.
My
Hello.
dad's side.
I
They
thought
have
so.
money in the.
I think what she said
She's
about
so nice.
she related. I think she's second cousin from with Atu, and I don't know. Maybe she can. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Atu's
So nice.
Celia's grandfather, Sione,
Yeah.
Davao and my grandfather, the half brother. I mean, same mom and different dads.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's how-
nice.
Mm.
Oh, beautiful. Nice. Thank you.
So when my uncle just told me today that when Celia got married for Hameti, and they came to Tonga, and because Vake doesn't agree,
Yeah.
my grandfather is the one who came in for the Mali. So Celia came to Kolonga and got my grandfather to go to Mali.
Oh, sweet.
I thought they got married in Hawaii.
Yeah, my mom from Ha'ano, but my dad from mom from La Paja, from Ta'uhatafe, and his dad from Tataramotonga, and the mom from Nautoka. That's how I came from.
Wow, interesting. Oh, Mo, you're so
Uncle Mo,
lucky.
you must have married my auntie then. Uncle Mo, you must have married my auntie, yeah? Because I'm related to the Uhatafis.
I know.
yeah.
And Nia like said that, and I'm like, she's probably related to me too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm my I'm Colosia and Antonio's great granddaughter.
Wow. That's a question that needed to come up.
That's true. Auntie
Nice.
Tani.
Talk about Mataele
So
now.
nice.
Oh,
Mo's always blessed. He's always blessed, that brother.
So kanga ko fanti kafe na kilota.
I talked to my uncle today, and he mentioned about Inoke was doing the Tohihoko together with my grandfather and Goya na Tonga ikato ay Tohihoko I Tonga, and he worked with Inoke. So
wow. Yeah, interesting. Very nice. Very
my
nice.
mom said, "But Maika alavi uriti na hoko na hitewe na fotu ko woti Tonga ikolonga kon Goya mono brother na hoko ko waki tautaha a young adults na woti."
Yeah, because they lived in Kolonga.
Yeah, and they move over.
Wow.
Small world.
Emma, you're probably related to my husband's family because his mom is from La Paja and his dad is from Tatao Motonga.
Oh, lovely, look pretty.
Small world.
Yeah.
I tell you, Lavi looks better, younger and younger every meeting.
Oh
You
my
better cut it out, Lavi.
Good.
Better because she's home.
Don't forget, you're still a Mataele, Lavi. You know, when you look like that, anything can happen.
Happen when you go to New Zealand.
She wanna look nice to go meet the husband in Tonga.
What?
Hopefully we'll get what our flight stop canceling. Come on.
I know.
Okay, Henry, New Zealand, they canceled the flight on Wednesday to next Wednesday, so hopefully it'll be still go.
Oh.
And Paulina has hosted us twice. She's
Oh,
made food for
sweet.
us. It was so sweet. Thank you,
Well,
Paulina.
where's our little Auntie Beauty? Is she not hosting the auntie duties over there?
Beauty's husband's my cousin.
Every time when I come to New Zealand, she calls me after I leave.
I better call her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paulina, Auntie
Before we
Paulina,
start.
when the borders open for New Zealand, ko amo Mosese te maraki mu ato evan kako.
You do that.
Yeah.
We love to have you.
Kumone lawa po talo alo Mosese tawa tama ke peke ale sia ka Paulina.
Be quiet na Paulina yao.
Hey, kono hinga foke ko masiva. Kakapa ta maunde ao.
Na kite mo wekina. Na kite mo wekina na alge ki pretty.
Pauline.
This is a good thing, Hetau Polo Kalama. This is the first time I see Pauline and talk to her. That's why I want to come and meet with her. Because if you're not this, I never meet with Pauline.
Yeah.
So this is good.
Your mom,
she's always at the reunion.
We met you in Tonga. Mohoki Pusiaki.
Yeah. There's a
around your fusia to say I to Mauki lady na mawat mo ito.
That's Inoke.
Yeah, I know Inoke. To Inga, I'm waiting for mine. Like you sent some to the Hawaiian.
Okay, Andy, I will.
It's our turn. I'm only joking, Inga, but you're doing a beautiful job looking after Auntie Carlo and Auntie Tessa.
I will, Auntie Pauline.
Hi, Line. Losaline. How are you? Fefe, hake Losaline.
Hi, Mosese. Alright, Mosese. Okay, manat Mary at the Mosese. Anak Mary at Peke family. We start to talk about Casey. Of Fano family business yet. I'm not for why. Kakoy family of the Nawaria now. Filawa. O te peke hare apeko ha. Me ai tau family pa ko fia mo ko manat Mary ko tau family.
Yeah.
Mo, I really enjoyed your stories with your grandpa. You're really right. You had to be the grandson that your grandpa spent a lot of time with. Eh? That was just beautiful. I love that.
Thank you, Mo.
Malaki ko tano Mosese ko maketi kalamahu motu aya. O pau ke teke ave mea, patu ke taka market for ouna si tukwai mea. So na teke ave teke whakafoki. Ki talamahu. It's a lot of work. Yeah.
Pero ala peke ako.
I
love those stories.
Na ose fangi kato koi ko lo. He mautufi he na whakatau koe u kato koe u ki lalalahi pia kato e ua pe kato fia mai te kato mea kai e ta whakatau atu
Oia
na pau ke mau tufi tahana ma fu niu na e olewa tufi mai u kato pa mama u kato pa mahang whasi isi ke fi ke heka pe kato i olunga ke inga ke mea ke lava e kato e taha me kato fiha e u. He wha u mea ka a u tā wha alalahi na ngahi whao.
Kau tu ke he mea ko ia ka ko pe ke whakatau mai tō la na mo si ma fok mo tō lui ai.
Ko Mosese mo ke Mosese a fuhu me tamaiki. Ka ngā ka korukalu fok mo tō o. Ka pana mau mai wha maketi na mau tō tolo toi mo nofo ya mea kapi fok mau tō lui ai he mea apa mau o hola ka atu pe ko toi he lalo mea ke wa seta me kia. Ala whakau ka he wha. Pau fia fai whakatau au ia he maketi ko pia ko mea lelei hanga wharekoloa tana wharekoloa. Wala ta ke ako ko ka pei mai ka le kai whakamaketi. Iyo ka te whakatau au ko toi au ia. But he was a ne onga na ne me ako toa pe mautolu. Kana ne whekau mautolu mo Mosese ke mawo ki tahi o whaangota mo Mosese tau mata o mautolu. Na paupe ke mau whenga. Ka mau mo susio ai to'o. O pau ke mau mai kiki ki api to tahe wike. So Mosese have to go tau mata o ka maalo maua o ai to'o mo susi. O se tini mea apolu isa mama tau e tini ka mau vainga ka toko mai matoko au e tini ia o mo tipo tambe ko tape ko mama mo susi ka ko mafoki mai difia foki na ita ko lahi taha te mafenga i ko ke lahi ai to o ke o mai ko ke api ko o se o tu mea he mama fapuri ke au ia he tahi. But it was a good experience. Kaya mea mau kaya te nof pe mea ko toa pe. But I do love dearly Mosese. I remember one day, now how me whahewa ki, how me call alki whahewa. Pa whanong ke ki reo, Tiana, ko sua ke ko Mosese, ko ki me ima me foi pata. O ka o tolong ha ke ka te au, ke o kai alki mea. And then when I mau nof ko I kolo, na pau ke mamai ma foi pene ono, pa mau tau to ko ua. Hoa lavia pa mo susi ka hoa mo Mosese. Tamni ko fa ki kos kaka uya ke uma ki me malahi ke ki kai, but no Mosese never mad at me. So I love this guy. Ofala na ki hawa Mosese eva mai ka mau to he foi ke en ko ni. Ko ki haka pe mo ki Mataele ka kanga ulele fia. Tala ka Mosese haka taki haka. Tamai Mosese kai ta tau ya no foi I malai makapuna pa hawa we ko hawa pungpunga. Ikai Teki hau ko ki haka peka ko fela ia ai whakalere ta ki haka ke hau ke ta kai. Pa ka tembe ni ko whakau ke rea Hameti always say this. Neanga mau toko lahi ni te hai peke aha mau ia mau tolo. And then I seen the family still carry that. Ko fia he tau family he mea ko ia. Offer to everybody.
Man, but Mo, the stories of how Grandpa Hameti took care of your mom. I love that. That's so touching. But you know, I remember the Samoans did that too. The Samoans it's like a barrel. It's a
sariote. It's a wood bell. It's a wood bell.
It's wooden.
Yeah,
I remember.
It's a wood bell.
Oh yeah! Wow, interesting how Grandpa would know those things. Hey, then you showed your mom how to keep the meat fresh.
Yeah.
Wow.
The meat stay there for months.
Yeah. Same idea. Wow.
This how Meti helped my mom. How Meti helped my mom. The Mawa had the movie.
Oh yeah.
Mosese.
Yeah.
I know. I love that mango.
Ka whaoma whakatau e fumango I mua api he patolo. Tama vai ho furu I whakea Inoke ai vai fumango. Oku whafu fumango ia ni kokoa.
E albo tau kere.
Wow.
Kasi pa eka ni pakaha na fua be mango tama Inoke. Kona ko vai ho furu e mango.
That's true.
That is
cool. Palo tu mau tolu ia pato e mango tau e funga fare pa mau puna mau tolu ke lelo mai mango na mai kauleka Ma o Inoke mama mo hele hape me atolo ke matapa ke tau he taha ko kuna ke ke mango. Tama Inoke. O ka ke mo mana wahe ke o tua ke tai me no tau le ke o tua tai mi lotu. O ka ke pa le ke mango.
This is a little story. This is a little story how much my grandpa loved me. One day in Alongawe, when I came back home after work in Santa Ana, I'm so thirsty. Inoke always want to have a sweet drink. Henekai. Okay.
So much
Yeah. When I came home, there's nothing on Inoke drink. And I went and get it and drink it. Inoke asked Tufui, come and make me a drink. And Tufui said, you already have one. No, Mosese drink. Why he don't go and Tufui was start yelling at Inoke, why you won't know me? He old enough to make it. And Inoke said, no, he's hella iya. And Inoke said, and Inoke get mad. In front of the table, there was a big cake over there. If you already got, Inoke start throwing the cake to Tufui. And Tufui, Tufui turn around with wheelchair and go back to the room. And Inoke keep throwing, hit the wall, hit Tufui's head, and say, here's hella here. Come and make it. And I said, gosh, I feel so bad to Tufui. And the Tufui yell, okay, kuke ofhange ko hofoha. Ihomoko puna iau ko homari.
He love him more than.
Yeah, okay, ofhange ko homoko puna iau ko homari. Because I told Ake Tufu, Inoke Tufu, just a little story about Tufu and Inoke.
One day I went to pick up Inoke to go with me, and then Inoke I left by Inoke ya tau he me a toke ke foi sikaleti. Pe mai a Inoke. Tiana, ko sikaleti na hai. Ko sikaleta man ka fo mo mari na fa ai na wa. Mai Inoke. Talaga na tolo ko ka mo nga no tapo ife ka ko.
Okay.
Love hearing all these memories about Grandpa Inoke.
Yeah.
Hi, alo pensionevea. Say something.
You know, Mosese, mom shared with me that they can allow I follow
No, they can't.
Mo.
Yeah.
Mo?
Yeah.
Tamay mom got out the other day, time ko ni mo allow I follow
Turn that down.
Kapay hala ho mo lao, but mo miss a verse, you'll say, go back, you forgot a verse.
Yeah.
Well, he knew the scripture really well.
Yeah, I already don't say that. Sometimes I want to skip about 4 or 5 verses so I can turn so I can run outside and play, and can say, you missed that. He just closes his eyes and say, you missed that. Go back.
Hi, Auntie Pauline.
Oh, hi.
Alopa. Yeah.
Alopa. Beautiful Alopa.
Ala ino mo tu foi ki no sila tempare pana foki mai pana fa ole bana mohenga hilaye mohenga papa pehele na fa molu pe amai me fu puha lahi tem pa ma wo he to tolu he funga puha ko au sus mo lahi ko ma mo anga mo he funga puha kana ma fi ape pa fananga ma kui ka ma fanongo pa ka tame ke ma fananga kai ai fa ole ma kui ma tolu ya I go tala no alloy. We had a good time with him.
Hi, Elsie. Hi, Elsie and Ongo.
Does anyone have any more questions for Mosese? I'm going to stop.
Auntie Tesa. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Stop the recording.
Mosese. Hi, Isa.
Hi, Auntie.
Mosese.